What's going on, you guys? So I just got back from a box event for Maze of the Master, which I won. I took first place, and I was playing our Blue Eyes Invoked, which we have updated for. So this is going to be both a box opening and a featured or updated deck profile for what I played tonight. There are still some things that I would like to tweak going into tomorrow for our locals, but we'll update that if we have time for it. If not, we'll just go ahead and play the same thing. But let me show you the profile that I rocked with tonight, and then what was great, what was not, and then we'll open up our box. So let me show you the profile. Okay, so for tonight, there are a couple things that we did change, but otherwise our Blue Eyes lineup is still the same. We're still playing 2 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon with 3 copies of Sage, 3 Maidens. We are still playing 1 Jet. I think Jet really is a good clutch card, which came in handy tonight. 3 Wishes, 1 Rage, 1 Mausoleum, 1 True Light, and then 1 Majesty of the White Dragons. So I think for any Blue Eyes, this is pretty standard. You could drop the Jet, but otherwise I think this is really standard for whatever engine you do play, whether it's Primite, Pure, Invoked, or any of the other ones. Speaking of Invoked, we are playing 3 copies of Alistair the Invoker with 3 copies of Magical Meltdown, 1 Invocation, and 1 Terraforming. Terraforming gets us into our Meltdown, which is what we really need to see with this package, and it is really key that we do see it, but if we don't, we don't, and it's totally fine. And then this is where things change the most, which are hand traps. We did up our Bastille lineup for 1 Mag, 1 Ball Drake, and 3 Drewsworm. I loved seeing these tonight. Really came in clutch when I needed them to. Definitely helped me play through some stuff, which was really critical. And then our hand traps, we decided to be a little bit more strategic. We are playing 3 copies of Nib, 3 Veiler, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperm. I figured that these were the best hand traps to play at the moment, as a lot of decks play in a Nib, they don't play under it. There are a couple that still do. Veiler's is really good, Imperm's really good, and Ash is just always going to be good. Moving to the extra deck, we are playing 1. So the extra deck is pretty much the same: 1 Purgatrio, 1 Tyrant, 2 Mechaba, still looking for the alt, and then 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate for our fusions. We are playing 2 Spirit, 1 Lightstorm, 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Crimson, 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit, and then 1 Crystal Clearwing over Synchro Dragon. We ultimately never got to make these tonight, which is kind of sad, because the last time we did play, we have been able to make it, and in testing too. But Chaos Angel was a really good MVP tonight. Didn't see Lightstorm as much tonight, but it is what it is. 2 Spirit, and then 1 Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres for our links. Honestly, Spheres was such a good card tonight. Like, I want to try play 2, but I think 1 is just good enough as it is. There aren't times where you want to go into a second one, but there are times you do, which at that point there's a better line to go for anyways. Our side deck did see some changes. We are playing 2 extra deck cards. 1 is Invoked Rajin and Indigo Eye Silver Dragon. So Indigo was an idea I had to help me close out games with just a big beater. But unfortunately never got to make it tonight. I was on the path for it, and then my opponent had Super Poly, so that didn't work. And then Rajin, we just never sided in at all. Or we did side it in, but it just never came up, which is unfortunate. But Rajin is still pretty good. For hand traps, we do play Droll and Lancia. Lancia is really just for the Malice matchup, but we haven't seen Malice around, so we might drop it. If we do end up playing this for the regional, we'll definitely put it back. But would probably put something else like DD Crow or something, just graveyard removal, because the Fiendsmith is running Rapin, and just being able to get rid of their stuff in the grave is, really good. Next, we do play 2 Lightning Storm with the Duster still. This package is just really good. It came up so much tonight. And then Thrust with Barrier. I am low-key thinking of dropping this and playing something else in its place. A couple ideas came to mind, like just playing Talents overall. And maybe even like another hand trap, whether it's Perulia, since that's what I got, or something else. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. But that is the side, and that is the updated deck profile. So, a couple things did change, which were key. But yeah, let's go on to the opening, and while I'm opening, I will talk about, you know, the night and how that went. Man, I'm struggling to like really open this thing. Gotta bust out the credit card knife here. But game one, we ended up playing against Dark Magician. You know, the faded rivalry, right? So game one, we did not open engine or anything, just hand traps, and we just kept drawing and just not seeing engine at all. So that cost us. Game one, we just full boarded it, set it. We could not break it. Game three, we were both looking in a similar situation of not seeing engine, and then I top decked into engine. And I was able to clear the game from there. So that was really good. Going into round two, we played against Stun, and I am notorious for not liking to play against Stun. So game one, we miraculously set up a board that he couldn't play through, so there was that. Game two, he was going into his board, and we just did a lot of back and forth. He just couldn't see one of the cards that was going to help him, you know, seal the deal for him. So we just kept beating him down with Alistair since he had last turn to me. And for those of you that don't know last turn, pretty much just like special summon monsters or defense, the effects can't be activated, so kind of got boned there. But normal summon Alistair and Alistair for the beatdown was really good. Eventually he did clear that, and we that's Ultra, so we'll put that down there. We normal summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon, so that was insane. If we ever thought in 2025 we would normal summon Blue Eyes, right? And we were able to seal the deal with Blue Eyes and getting into the Invoked engine. Oh, look at that. The card everyone is wanting to get. 7th Tachyon. Talk about good pool, right? Honestly, we'll probably put the supers over here and the secret up there, along with the Ultra, since we all know we're not getting that many secrets and supers. So we were able to take it there. So we're 2-0 at this point. Going into round three, we play against Dragoon Turbo, and I had a hard time playing against Dragoon Turbo. Game one, he just summoned Dragoon. I couldn't get around it. I literally had like all my Alistairs in hand with Meltdown as well, so I was like, well, that's great. But then game two, I just, full comboed. We just kept control of the board, and we were able to take it. Never saw the Alistair engine, which was unfortunate, but it is what it is again. And then game three, he just, turboed into Dragoon. I never saw Ash either time. And then when I thought I was going to break through it, he had Super Poly, and Super Poly just ruined my night. And that was the end of that for me. But we still had the best record. It was only 3 rounds, which, we were hoping for more, but I guess, just off of like how many people show up, that's how it goes. But this store is also, I was talking to the guy that was running the event, and he told us that, for Yu-Gi-Oh, no one shows up. They're lucky if they do. And so this is still Duke City. They have 3 stores. We've been to 2 of them on this channel. Mainly go to 1, right? And the 3rd one is all the way out in the neighboring city, which is a bit of ways for us, since most of us are either in the city up north in Santa Fe or here in Albuquerque. And so, we went supported, and it was great. Like, I had fun. The shop's it's quaint, it's cute. It's much like the other store, very small. But yeah, so I mean, if you are in the Rio Rancho area, look up Duke City Games and head over there, because it's a good store. They got tons of stuff for every card game that's out there, which is really awesome. And they're friendly people, so definitely check it out if you're into any TCG for reals. yeah, tonight was just really good, and I also was able to find the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection, which I had been on the hunt for. And so finally finding that was really, really great, because I kid you not, I was on the hunt. Ooh, Ultra and Union activation. Sorry, I didn't like to say the Ancient Gear statue, but still, I think a secret short, right? I think we get 2 secrets and 4 ultras. I'm not mistaken, right? I mean, I'll take a QCR or a collector's rare. I'm totally okay with that. And Treasures of the Kings. Not a secret we'd care for. But pulling 7 Tachyon, that's really great. I know there are going to be people wanting that, so I don't know what else to expect from this set. I was really just wanting to make, oh, that's the wrong place, money back, but I mean, I only paid $5 entry fee for this, so I definitely made my money back, I want to say. And, you know, with the Blue Eyes, I definitely had a fun time piloting it. I'm still trying to work out some consistency issues, because, yeah, like I said, there was one round where I opened up all my Alistairs, or I opened up 2 and then I drew for turn and I drew into an Alistair. So, you know, that's never a fun time, right? And drawing into that Alistair really sucked, because I could have used Meltdown as bait into getting into Alistair, but 'tis what it is. So what's really cool about the set, you know, it reprints a lot of the Sword Soul stuff. We did pull 1 Mogi, and honestly, I am a huge fan of 10 Sword Soul. Oh, X-Cross Cannon, nice. I think the deck is wicked sick. I think it's a really good rogue deck, and for its price, I mean, I put it all together in TCG Player, at least the version that I play, and you know, you can get it for around $60. You know, assuming you still have you have all your staples, but if you're getting into the game, it's a really good one. But again, nothing will beat out Blue Eyes right now, since it is like the best. You know, $30 for structure deck, and voila, you've got a deck. But I definitely love 10 Sword Soul. It is a really good deck. So that's everything that I pulled. Unfortunately, I was really hoping to pull that new Marincess card, or it's treated as a Marincess, but it isn't a Marincess. It's the new fairy for the crossover between Marincess and Trickstar, which I am working on building, and I am hoping to pilot that soon on the channel. Let's get this 7th Tachyon into a sleeve, right? Because that's money. Yeah. So here are the pulls. We pulled a 7th Tachyon, Temple of the Kings, X-Cross Cannon, Union activation, Ancient Gear statue, Anubis Last Judge, Clear Wall, Trickstar Hoodie, Performance Shadowmaker, Noble Angel, Clear Vicious Knight, Allure Palace, Mogi, Trapeze Witch, Earthbound Immortal Red Nova, Golden Allure Queen, Soul Fist, Trickstar Colchica, Divine Serpent Apophis, Ocean of Regeneration, Divine Scorpion Beast to Circuit, Performance Trapeze High Magician, Gimmick Puppet Fiendish Knight, and Clear Phantom. But, you know, this is the best pull right here, so we'll ride on that high. But thanks for checking out the profile, guys. If you didn't stay for the box opening, totally fine. But honestly, the Blue Eyes deck is really good. I'm definitely going to head back into the workshop and see what else we can do to make it better. But that's it. We'll pass it over to you.